Hello, my miraculous friend. This is Reverend Frances Fayden, magnifyyourmiracles.com. And I'm here with a new moon message from Mother Mary. And today is April 22nd of 2020. That's the new moon vibration. And it's not going to be a new moon until 9:52 in the evening, at least here on the East Coast of the United States. You can look it up online and see where the new moon energy, what time it's going to be for where you're living. So this new moon is a new moon in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. And it's an amazing sign for manifesting. Taurus is really good at helping to bring things into physical manifestation. So I encourage you to think about what would you like to really experience on the material plane over the next month. Now we set our intentions on the first day of that new moon for this whole month. And so this is something that you'd like to bring to fruition over this next month. Now, what are some of the signs and symbols of this new moon? That's what we want to take a look at. It happens to be happening on the date of 4/22/2020. And all of those numbers reduce to the number 4. So, of course, April is the 4th month. And 22, if you take 2 and 2, you add it, that's the number 4. And then 2020, 20 and 20 is the number 4. So today is a 444 vibration, and that's Mother Mary's signature. She always speaks to me through the number 4. Whenever I see a 44 or the 444 on the clock, I know Mother Mary is making a connection with me and saying hello. So her energy is really solid today on this particular day. It happens to also be Earth Day. And Earth Day happens every April 22nd. So Earth Day already has the 4-4 vibration in it. And so we're honoring Mother Earth. We're honoring Mother Nature. Again, that divine mother signature of the number 4-4 is here on Earth Day. So on this energy of Earth Day, I'm going to ask you with the new moon is supporting you to create a new earth, to create an energy of a new foundation, a new vibration of home. And right now, many of us are spending a lot of time at home. One of the things that Mother Mary asked me to do was to share a story about the feast day that is today. If you look on the Marian calendar, you will notice that April 22nd is the feast day of the Radiant Madonna, otherwise known as Our Lady of Splendor. And there's an amazing apparition story that happened in 1557. And I'm going to read this story to you because it also speaks of some of the times that we're going through right now. I want you to listen to this. So this is an apparition story. I'm going to read it to you. It says, one day around noon, a pious farmer named Bertolino stopped gathering firewood to rest under an olive tree on a little hill outside the walls of Giulianova near the Adriatic Sea. He was about to get up when he saw a light in the branches, and in the center of the light was the Virgin Mary. So that's Our Lady of the Radiant Madonna, Our Lady of Splendor. In this beautiful light, he saw the Virgin Mary, and she said, "Get up, Bertolino, rise and hurry to Giulianova and spread throughout the area the good news that the great Mother of God has made her home here." So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to read the rest of the story, but I'm going to ask you right there that the great Mother of God is making her home where? She's asking you to make a home for her. And I take this very personally because I'm actually doing this right now. I'm creating a way that people can connect with the Divine Mother on a regular basis. So I'm in the process of creating this home right now. It's a very, very significant message for me. But she says to tell the clergy, tell the local clergy to come with a solemn procession to honor me and to build a sanctuary where you see me now. Now notice that the sanctuary, she's asking for the sanctuary to be while she's out in this bush with this energy of light coming out of her. She's out in nature, and she's asking for nature to become even more sanctified, or to recognize, as I would say it, the sanctity already in nature. Isn't it fascinating that that's the story that we have on Earth Day? So Bertolino told the Duke's governor, and he laughed at him, and they turned him away, and he went home dejected. The next day he returned to the tree and where he met Mother Mary, the Madonna, and she encouraged him to go back, but his second attempt was pretty much the same. It didn't come to anything. Now, for those of you who study apparitions as I do, This is going to sound like a very familiar story. Sounds just like Our Lady of Guadalupe, where she says to Juan Diego, he has to go back several times. Each time he goes, he's not successful until he goes the final time and there's a miracle. Same thing happens here. The third day, he knelt under the tree, where the Virgin again urged him to assure the governor of the truth of her request. Again, he went back. But one of the governor's men struck him, and they laughed at him. But when the assailant who hit him fell mute and paralyzed, the governor then believed and called all the clergy and all the people to go in a procession to the site, which is what Mother Mary asked for. And they all saw the shining Virgin. And under the tree, a spring had welled up, a spring that is still there. Bertolino's attacker asked forgiveness, and miraculously, he regained his movement and his voice. Now, here's the part I really want you to listen to. News of the apparition coincided with the end of a plague that had devastated the whole region except for Giulianova. So now, in commemoration, the town holds an annual festa featuring a horse parade every year on the 22nd. And again, this happened in 1557, according to that local tradition. And the page goes on to say more about that. But how this speaks to me and what this message is we're seeing this energy on this day about making a home for Divine Mother, making a sacred space either within yourself, within your own heart, or maybe you create an altar and do something in your home to create a space for Divine Mother. One of the things she's actually asking me to share with you right now is if you've never made something called a God box, I call it a God box, you can call it whatever you want to call it, an angel box. It's a place where you can write out your prayer requests or write out your intentions, and you place them in this box, or you can put them in a Bible or some sacred space, and that's your way of releasing that to the universe. So she's asking you on this very sacred day or sometime over the next few days to write down your new moon intentions. What would you really love to experience on the material world, in the material plane, on the physical plane, I should say? What do you want to experience? What do you want to have the ability to see or hear or touch? Whatever that might be, something physical, something that you want to have to that Mother Earth energy can really support you, because she's always supporting you. Maybe that's a remedy. Maybe there's a medicine. Maybe there's something on a physical level. If you ask and you put out your prayer intention today, Mother Mary is saying, put it in a holy place. Remember, we want to make it somewhere that's sacred to you. Create a little bit of a sanctuary. Create a little God box. You can use whatever you have on hand. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Put it in there and say your prayer of thanksgiving and thank Divine Mother for bringing you this beautiful story on Earth Day, on the 444 vibration, to remind you that she's always with you, and whatever your intention is, she wants to know and she wants to help you to magnify that. That's the whole secret with magnifying our miracles, is we want to remember that Mother Mary is with us all the time and that our miracle is already here. So thank you so much, my friend. God bless you. And I hope to talk to you next month for the new moon. Bye-bye.